Without question, this is one of the most humiliating episodes in Lord Mandelson's long and controversial career, a downfall that combines moral blindness, political arrogance, and bureaucratic negligence in almost equal measure. Beginning with the issue, Mandelson, the self-anointed Prince of Darkness and Grand Architect of New Labour's spin machine, was appointed UK ambassador to Washington without even undergoing a formal interview. No recorded vetting, no questions about conflicts of interest, no scrutiny of his personal history. He filled in a form, and that was that. It's astonishing that one of the most prestigious diplomatic posts in the British system was treated as if it were a private club appointment rather than a Crown office representing the state to its most important ally. The civil service heads, Sir Chris Wormold, Sir Oliver Robbins, have now confirmed to MPs that there was no interview, no panel, no discussion of reputational risk. The justification was that this was a direct ministerial appointment, meaning Sir Keir Starmer simply placed him there. One might ask, what then is the purpose of the Foreign Office, the Civil Service Code and all the procedures designed to safeguard the integrity of public appointments? Mandelson's fall was triggered, of course, by newly released emails revealing that his friendship with Jeffrey Epstein, already known to be distasteful, was in fact far deeper and more sustained than he had admitted. He had written to Epstein in 2008 about the financier's conviction for sex offences involving a minor, offering support and encouragement. "I think the world of you," Mandelson wrote. And these words alone were enough to render his position untenable. That he was ever appointed after such a past association is an indictment of both judgment and governance. His resignation as Honorary Fellow of St. Catherine's College, Cats, in Oxford, his own alma mater, was merely symbolic, but it underscores the moral isolation now closing around him. Once the smooth operator of Labour modernisation, he is now the emblem of a faded political aristocracy that confused charm with ethics and influence with integrity. But the deeper question here is not merely about Mandelson's disgrace, it's about institutional failure. The Foreign Affairs Committee has revealed that there was no mechanism to capture reputational risk, only financial conflicts. The Epstein scandal was not technically a financial conflict, and thus the vetting system failed. Bureaucratic literalism replaced moral judgment. Sir Keir Starmer's own role is also under scrutiny. Just one day before firing Mandelson, he told Parliament that the ambassador retained his full confidence. That statement now looks politically naive, perhaps even negligent. Either he was not properly briefed by officials, or he chose not to ask the right questions, or he ignored the answers. All possibilities are damaging. Attention now turns to the race for his replacement in Washington, and this too is telling. Two figures dominate the shortlist: Varun Chandra and Christian Turner. Chandra, the youthful private sector strategist close to Starmer, is the favourite. He's well connected to Donald Trump's team, having helped secure a trade deal earlier this year, but he lacks foreign policy experience, and at 41 would be one of the youngest ambassadors ever appointed to such a senior post. Turner, by contrast, is the seasoned diplomat, former High Commissioner to Pakistan and Kenya, respected in Whitehall but less suited to the brash world of Trump's America. His intellect, say insiders, might be mistaken for aloofness in that environment. Behind him stand others: Jonathan Black, the Deputy National Security Advisor, Simon Manley, the WTO representative and Vice Admiral, Sir Martin Connell, the Naval Commander. Each would bring stability, but none the political allure Mandelson once offered. The moral of this story is plain. The British state cannot afford to treat diplomacy as a form of political patronage. The Washington Post is not a personal reward or a networking platform. It is the nation's face to the most powerful government in the world. That it was handed to a man tainted by his proximity to a convicted sex offender without so much as an interview is scandalous. To think that Starmer could have appointed Nigel Farage and got out of all the problems altogether that now dog his own backyard in Parliament. The irony of all that. Mandelson's downfall is not a tragedy, it's a necessary reckoning. His career has been a cycle of reinvention and disgrace. From the undeclared loan in 1998 to the passport affair in 2001, this time the door has closed for good. His former advisory firm, Global Counsel, has stripped him of voting rights and dividends. The Messina Group is selling its stake to avoid reputational contagion. Even Oxford has withdrawn its embrace. In the end, the affair is not just about one man's hubris, but about the corrosion of standards in public life. Lord Mandelson's exit should mark a return to first principles, merit, transparency, and moral clarity in public appointments. Anything less is a betrayal of the trust that underpins diplomacy and democracy itself.